This video is going to show you how to set up a group and talk about groups and collaboration a bit in ArcGIS. So as an administrator, you have anyone, administrator or publisher, so students can also make groups, but administrators have a little bit of special access to groups, including being able to give people permission to edit each other's work inside of a group, and also to be able to edit any work that's inside any group projects. So the best thing to do is sort of thinking about a group of students who are working on one project. So if you have your whole class working on one project and you want them all to be in a group, you would set that up. If you want, if you have students in groups of 3 or 4, you want to make smaller groups with just those students in those groups so that they can't have access to each other's work in the different groups in terms of editing privileges. But it's kind of up to you how you do this. One of the ArcGIS isn't super straightforward in terms of collaboration, so there is it's not like a Google Doc where you can have it up and multiple people can be working on it at the same time. I'm gonna show you how to share content so that students can see content or get content for each other, upload content, but it's not the same as having a live document. So no matter what we're talking about, if we're talking about a story map or a regular map, they can't be both have it open on 2 different screens and working on it at the same time. It can't handle it. It won't be saving both of the work. So no matter how you configure this, you can only have one map open and working on it at a time. So that's just something you're going to have to work. It's a little bit clunky, but you can have the map saved in a way that students at different times could open it up and each edit it and have access, and it would save it. It would be the same map. So in order to do that, you're just going to sign in to your ArcGIS account and sign in as an administrator. And wait for it to load, and then you'll see across this top bar up here, one of the sections is groups. So just click on that. And then you'll see other groups that have been made in here that have members or not members. Just if they don't have anything to do with you, you can just leave them alone. You're just going to go to this box right here, the Create Group box. You do have to give your group a name, so I'm just going to give this one the name Practice Group. You also have to tag. You see the stars are the ones that you have to put on there. The tags just give you the ability to search. So if we get to a place where we have hundreds of groups, a tag would help you be able to search for it. But at this point, it doesn't really matter too much, and there's not too much cross sharing that's going to happen. So I'm just going to write practice in there. And now it's going to give you some options who can view this group. So everyone public is everyone out in the ArcGIS world. I think just putting the people in the organization works for that. Who can join this group? So in this case, you want to set it if you want only those invited by the group manager. In this case, you're going to be the group manager because you're making the group. Or are you going to allow other people to request membership? Probably in this case, just with your student projects, that just those that you invite would be the ones that would be part of this. Who can contribute to the group, content to the group? So you want this to be group members, so anyone in the group can put content. Otherwise, it's just going to be you that can add content, which isn't helpful. And then this last one is the one that you have to set it when you make the group. So if you don't change this right now, you can't edit it again. You have to delete the group and sort of start over again. And it's also the one that administrators have sort of special access to. So what items in the group can its members update? And this is the one where you want to give a collaboration group the permission to work on each other's things. So you would change this to all items and then create the group. So you can get kind of fancy and special with this. You can add a picture that shows the group. You can describe the group more if you want. I don't know that it's always useful depending on what's going on here and how fancy we get with this, but for now I feel like those things are just sort of extras. The next thing you want to do is to invite users. So you just come right up here and invite users. And so all of the users in our organization are here, which is nice. You can just kind of scroll through. So you'll choose the users that you want to add. I'm in here a lot right now. And then you can have the option of sending an invitation, which would send them an email, and they'd have to accept the invitation. But we know the students, that's one more step of having them get into their email and forgetting their password. So I like this option that you can just select, and that just adds the members to the group without requiring confirmation. So you're still allowed to do that, and you can just go ahead and add the members to the group. And then that's it. The group is made. So now it's telling you the practice group. And you can see the list of members here if you click on this tab. And then any content, and I'll show you how to share content and add content into groups in a different video, for the group would be here. So this is just the group content. And their settings are here. So this is where you're allowed to change who can see and how it can be invited, but you can see that the update one can only be modified when the group is created. So that one's not modifiable anymore. So that is the process for creating a group as an administrator.